Okay, so here's a way to heat a fairly decent room, probably 2,000 square foot, with minimal amount of waste oil. This one I made out of a small tank, and there's a burn bowl on the bottom, which is cut out from the bottom of a Freon tank. And then there's a hole in the bottom of this big tank that the small burn bowl fits in there. And then there's a brake drum under that keeps it in place. And all you gotta do is just make sure that's up in the bottom of that big tank, or at least even. This one's actually even, and it's not even putting out smoke. It's not putting any smoke out. So this doesn't have a door. It's on a it's got a 6-inch pipe welded at the top here, and then there's an 8-inch stovepipe over top of that. Now this one is designed for air as well, but I find that it don't really need it that much because it burns without the turbo air. So right now there's a 2-inch pipe that goes down into the tank at an angle and goes down into the burn bowl, and it drips oil down into the burn bowl. And there's a tank that's got oil in it right there that is metered by that valve on how much oil you drip into the tank. So this has been burning for about 5 hours, and it's burned this much oil. Let's get my light back on. It's probably burnt, I don't know, 2.5 gallons in about 5 hours. So that's just a holding tank. And then there's a valve right here that is a water separator in case you get any water in your oil. You can separate, you can just drain out the water, or you can drain the tank out. So it's actually drawing air in through this tube right here. It's causing a air draw through this tube, which then goes down into the burn bowl, and it keeps the oil burning. Now if you want a lot of heat, which this can be done without electricity right now, so you don't even really need electricity. But if you did have electricity and you wanted more heat, you could turn the turbo fan on and add more oil, but it's just going to burn more oil. So, but it'll give you more heat. So the reason why I'm sending this out is, like, in war-torn countries like Ukraine, you could actually set one of these up anywhere. You'd have to exhaust it out. I've got mine exhausted out through the wall of the garage, and you can see the smoke up there is minimal, which I'm certainly you could put up with. No worse than a wood fire. But this one you can pretty much walk away from and not have to tend it. You just got to keep an eye on the oil flow going into your drip pipe to make sure it's not shut off and that it's flowing okay. Pretty simple process. You kind of see all that's involved. Let me go over here and just tell you one more thing. So when I do have the fan on, there's air that comes out of the top of this, and there's also air that goes down and causes a turbo effect, which the air ignites with the oil and it burns faster. But there is air coming out up here, which is no big deal. But there's no smoke. And you can still see how the burn bowl is burning, which I like, actually. So this design, I just went with a straight pipe on a 45 all the way down into the burn bowl. So there's no, it's just a straight pipe. That's all it is, down into the burn bowl. And then I've got a light port right here that when I light it, I add a little kerosene up here, and then I add oil to it, and then I light it, and that's it. Then I just put the cap back on. So that's it.